on YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's see. All right, let me get my chat pane open. How's everybody doing? All right, and we should be recording. I am not seeing my chat pane that I normally see. Where is that guy? We are recording. There we go. Chat. There we go. Hello, everyone. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. All right. So you guys want me to do the whole Jeremy thing live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, keenly weighed, highly created, I don't remember the rest, afternoon edition of the Swing Trading Floor with your humble host, Matthew Eric DeLong. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy will be joining us momentarily. He is running late and asked me to hop on last minute, so I am here. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Actually, practice that. I want to be like Jeremy, so I practice that a lot. I thought it'd be fun to mess it up. Yeah, so we are broadcasting live. Thank you, everyone who is joining us during the free week. It has been an amazing, amazing couple days. We are the markets are going higher and everyone's bullish, right? So be on the bull train. So let's start. I believe you guys can see my screen, right? Type a 1 into the panel. You can see my screen. Yes, yes. All right. So let's start with SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. So yesterday it looked like it was just a smidge bearish, and we hit a little bit of a lower low today, but nope, the bulls jumped in and continued and pushed higher. And if you can see a little bit after hours, it looks like we're still going higher. So why would anyone want to short this? I don't know. I saw an article the other day that more people are bearish now than ever, which, you know, at what point is all-time highs, or roughly all-time highs, it is on the Qs. How is that in any definition bearish? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. Every once in a blue moon, the bears will be right, but it's easier just to be on the bull train, right? It's like the elevator up. Let's go with the flow. Let's go with the trend. So that is SPY today. Let's look at the Qs. Yeah, so Qs, not quite at all-time high. Yesterday, it looks like it hit one, not quite today. But again, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Almost, I guess that is a shaved top. So if we were to look at that after hours and we were to turn on our extended, yep, we're making new highs, ladies and gentlemen. Be bullish, right? It's not that hard. We are quite a bit away from the long-term moving averages, but as long as things are continuing higher, let's all be bullish. So that is the Q. Let's look at the Dow Jones Industrial, which is a little bit struggling, not terribly, but it is below this 200 simple moving average here. It looks like it's just kind of chopping around between the 100 and 200. You guys can see this was kind of acting like a little bit of support. This is kind of acting as resistance. Kind of popped above for a few days, didn't hold long, and just kind of chopping around. So, which makes sense, right? There's a lot of manufacturing and a lot of companies out there that are still trying to figure out this new coronavirus world that we all live in. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's look at my favorite today. Did you guys get in on this? First Solar. This was the weekly option newsletter. So for those of you who are not in our normal trading rooms, you're here for the free week. We have a subscription option for weekly options newsletter. And yesterday, Jeremy, we had some problems getting this out. It kind of went out a little bit later than normal, but Jeremy posted this. This is a service that we offer, the weekly option newsletter. He posted buy the open, the $55 strike call option on First Solar. Did anybody get into that? Put some dollar signs in the chat panel if you got in on that. I actually this morning woke up around 4 or 5, and I finally got my email about 4 o'clock. I put my order in, totally forgot about it. Around an hour or two into the day, after I got off some phone calls, I looked. I'm like, holy cow, I'm up almost 2 hours already. So I was able to nice profitable day. And this was the exact setup, ladies and gentlemen, here that Jeremy charted out for us on TrendSpider. So this was a stop. Let me open this like this. So this was a stop limit buy of 115. And stop limit basically means we want the price to go further, a little bit more in our direction first. It's like a conditional order, right? We want the price to go to 115 of this option, to go to $1.15, and then we want to buy at 115. We don't want to just buy at whatever the current market price is. We want it to move a smidge in our favor first. And that's exactly what happened. You can see this, a little bit of a doji, maybe high wave candle yesterday. And then today, boom, to the infinity beyond. I believe that was, yeah, it's kind of not quite a new all-time high, but definitely in the past, like post-coronavirus, absolutely. So if any of you got in on that, excellent. I see some dollar signs. Yep. So I did not have an order to exit this. I had to stop order. So I ended up exiting about half of I had a 10 contracts. So I exited half of them around 56 and the other at 57. But hey, you know what? We're never going to play it exactly right. If one of two things will happen. We either exit for a nice gain and it goes lower and we're happy we exited, or we exit for a nice gain and we're a little irked that we could have went more, but no one knows what's going to happen. So we just have to, execute the plan. We have to execute. Now, for those of you who also are here for the free week, I'm not sure if you guys have seen this, if you guys have all been on the afternoon room, but we do have a sample, where's it at? Where's my swing trading? We have a swing trading challenge, but we have a sample swing trading plan here. If you're interested in swing trading, and we have an actual plan of, it's like I always try to think of it like a recipe. We have the exact recipe for you to replicate, all these different swing trades that we set up, kind of how to think about it, how to approach it. Now, the stocks that we review here in the afternoon room are typically member picks. So all of our subscribers, all of our traders, they say, hey, I want to look at First Solar, I want to look at Tesla, which we'll review those here in a sec. But if you ever want a written plan from any other trading group, ask them. They will never give you a written plan. We're actually, these are templates that you can copy and use. The other awesome thing that we give you for free, whether you're a free trial member, a free week, whether you ever join or not, you still have access to the dashboard, is we also give you access here to a sample trading journal, and that's a way to enter all your trades, to be able to log your all the trades that you place so that you can go back and review them. And that's kind of what we use here at Real Life Trading. When we place official trades, we put those in our official trade journal here, which is here. And as a member, you also you get access. If you're a member of the day trading room, you get access to the day trading and the beginner, both of these rooms. And inside the official trade journal, you get access to the day trading tabs here. There's some day trading tabs. If you're a swing trading member or a member of the bundle, you get access to the swing trading logs on the credit spread. So just want to throw that out there to you guys. All right, let's look at some more. Let's look at GoGo. So I actually bought, some of you guys may laugh at me, but I bought some $4 call options way back, I want to say somewhere, it was a few months ago, so maybe about March, somewhere in this area, March, April, and I paid 20 cents for a $4 call option. And I bought the January 2021, okay? So really what I'm saying is, hey, I think in 8 months, the stock could go higher, right? And with all these, all the travel restrictions coming and going, being lifted, not lifted, reversed, it's been a little bit choppy, but GoGo it looks phenomenal to me. The one thing I really like about this yesterday was this high wave candle. As you see here, it kind of made a little bit of a higher low. So when I first started trading, I was like, what the heck's a higher low, a lower high, higher high, higher low? Like what? So I'm gonna help you with that, okay? Put a 7 in the chat panel if you would like me to explain higher highs and higher lows, because for me, I was so confused when people were talking about what in the world. I'm gonna explain it to you, okay? Okay, so 2 words, okay? Higher high, lower high, higher low, lower high. Now, a little confusing, but I'm gonna help. I should put lower high in there too. Lower low. There we go. There we go. Okay, so here's the way I think about this. The first word, higher, designates the direction, right? So in this case, if you look at the bottom of these candles, they're all pretty much kind of going higher, right? So higher. Now, if you look at the second word, the higher high refers to we're going higher, and we're talking about the high of the candle. So when I say a higher low, I'm referring to the bottom. The low of this candle made a higher, the low was higher than this low, right? So we would say it was a higher low. Does that make sense? Full screen. I have a super wide monitor, and when I go full screen, it makes it a little bit blurry. Are you guys able to see the screen okay? Okay, perfect. Okay, so Albert, you were asking about the wick or the body. I'm talking about the low of the candle, okay? The low of the candle. Let me grab something here real quick to share with you guys. So candlesticks, the reason I like candlesticks over just like a normal line chart, a normal line chart would be something you would find on like Yahoo Finance. But what I really like about candles, it tells you several pieces of information that you wouldn't have otherwise had. So let me zoom into this real quick. Let me share this with you guys. For those of you who are veteran traders, you've been with us, sit tight. I'm gonna get to some stocks. I just want to quick go over this. So a bullish candle, so this would typically be a green or white body, and this is the high, this is the low. That is the exact same on a bearish candle, high and the low. The only difference is where it opens and closes. On a bullish candle, it opens at the bottom of the body. This is the real body. It opens at the bottom and it closes at the top of the bodies, which means that it opened here and closed up here, right? So it opened higher than it closed, right? Makes sense, okay? Now, bearish candles are the opposite. It opens high and then goes low. So if a stock opened at 11 and closed at 10, it was a bearish candle. It went lower during the day. The open, it closed lower than the open. Yep. Yep. So let me get back into my chart. There we go. So here again, we made a higher low on GoGo. Now this, I always think of these candles here. This is a high wave candle, but I think of it like it's a doji with a beer belly, right? It's a doji with a beer belly. And look who's walking in. Come on in.
Yeah, is this where the party's happening? You know, I brought my computer and then I realized I could probably just use yours.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to take over? We're talking about GoGo and fasting. We went over the indexes. So, nice. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jeremy Alexander Newsom in the house.
Yeah. How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Good seeing you, man. Yeah. Brad's over there. Are you on a webcam?
Yeah, the webcam's right there.
Woo! What's up, team?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. I'm about to just rock out Matt's there we go.
Oh, there we go.
Brad's here. The whole crew. John V says Big Money J. Yeah. The only thing I can't do is put my orders in here, but I get to use Matt's account to put in my orders. It's even easier. All right, awesome. Cool. So GoGo, yes, we did have a swing trade on this. You're still in calls, $4 call options. We had a swing trade to get in at 286, and that hasn't quite filled yet. So 296 is our potential entry. And again, just hasn't quite made it on GoGo, but that is absolutely okay. Not a problem overall. So overall, the trend looks good. I like it. I'm excited to see if it's going to just slowly continue higher. And again, here's the moving averages. Nice little moving average trend. Looks pretty nice, and things are looking kind of cute. Did you get a chance to look at First Solar already?
Yes, we did.
Ooh, First Solar is pretty. I got to pull it back up. because man,
You're gonna dream about it.
yeah, this one is worth dreaming about, team. I mean, if we're really looking at just, I mean, look at this gap and go on July 6th, and then this tiny, tiny, tiny inside candle. So pretty. Again, if you play the shares also worked. That's another thing, by the way, just FYI, that I like to talk about a lot with traders is if you don't play the options, you do have the ability, or at least the capability, you could also set up the share price as well. And you could do both. You could do shares and you could do options. So it doesn't have to be just options. It can be options. But when I do the weekly options newsletter, I'll give you a hint. Sometimes I also do the shares. So if I'm looking at the entry and I do a share and a stop price and a target, right, I can see the setup. So I'll do like a share trade and I'll do an option trade. But I figured I'll just throw that one out there and just give you a little bit of a FYI, a little heads up, tippy tip. Okay, cool. So another trade that we can look at is SLQT. So SLQT, this is one that we did get triggered in on, and it doesn't look horrific. So we'll see if we get triggered in. So this is our swing trade right here on SLQT select quote. So you can see that it came down and we got filled yesterday at 25.31, and so far it's bouncing. So that's good. That's nice. Let's see if it goes higher, right? That's pretty much all I got. What I'll do is let me get my other computer just really quick so that I can see what stocks I mentioned yesterday that I was going to look at. What I'll do is I will run through them like a jet, because we got a bunch of traders coming over here in 45 minutes if you live in Nashville. If you don't live in Nashville, you should. There's a lot of traders in Nashville. But yeah, I figured I would just look up and talk about what I wanted to cover yesterday so that you guys get your reviewed, and let's rock and roll. First on the list is NBSE. Nubase Therapeutics. All right, Nubase Therapeutics. Thank you, Mr. DeLong. I do like this hammer candle. I do like today's bearish candle. If you're going bullish, I would want a close above yesterday's candle. The reason I want to close above is because you can already see that you have an upper shadow here, you have an upper shadow here, and those have both failed to close and really, really confirm the breakout. So if you want a breakout on Nubase Therapeutics, get a close above there, ladies and gentlemen. Fastly, FSOI, I know Matt DeLong's talked about Fastly. We had a put sale on Fastly. A few traders even have shares on Fastly, and I think a few traders even have call options on Fastly. That's what I heard. The word on the street is there's a few real life traders in Fastly, mostly because this is one that we focused a lot of time and attention, literally a cumulative hour in the advanced series talking just about this stock. I felt like it was a really good, hey, maybe you should be playing this one bullish type of trade. And Jay says it's up over 100% since he bought it. Well done. I actually added to a position yesterday on Fastly when it closed above this high wave candle. So that's beautiful. Also had a put sale. So we sold this put on FSOI, $1.50 premium collected at $40, ladies and gentlemen. 40. And check out what Fastly did. You had one day of a pullback. Beautiful, beautiful trend. So good job, Jay. Good job, team. Solid, solid work. That bad boy is going moon Lambo. NOG, Northern Oil and Gas, the exact opposite of a moon Lambo. Looks like a dirt moon boat. This thing is going lower. Looks weak. Volume is picking up. Trend is picking up. Again, it's just really, really hard to make money when a stock is doing this. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Would you look at that? Can you imagine being in this thing, buying it at 26 and there's now 77 cents a share? R. Patel says, how often do you send out the newsletter? We send out two, one on Tuesday morning and one on Tuesday afternoon. All right, so Northern Oil and Gas looks like Southern Oil and Gas because it's going lower. Buy and hold does not always work. That is absolutely correct. At some point, you got to pull the plug. SunPower. Again, we talked about SunPower on Monday. We missed the entry by 3 pennies yesterday, and it just kind of kept going on today. I know my boy Joseph Smith III is in on SunPower. He got triggered in on July 6th and looks good. So I know we talked about this one, and more or less we just kind of missed it. So if you missed it, that's okay. Don't cry about it. I mean, you can cry about it some. I've cried about it a little bit. But at this point, if it pulls back, great. Here's the weekly chart. So what's really interesting is this is a moving average play. Moving average play meaning you're just getting, it just looks good across all moving averages. This is the weekly chart. You got a gap. You got, I mean, look at these 100 and 200. They're coming together. They're compressing the stock higher. And the trend looks really quite delicious. So SPWR, more bullish than bearish on a pullback by that dip. By the salsa. Rite Aid. Tom says, were the free week participants supposed to get the options newsletter? Because I did not. It should be in your email inbox, Tom. It got sent out 4 a.m. this morning. So check your email inbox, check your junk mail, but it definitely was sent out and it is there. And if you didn't, sorry, man.
It's already made its move.
Yeah, it's already made its move. So I'll just say sorry. Email me. I'll send you another one. I'll send you another stock pick. I got stock picks all the time, man. Sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But the stock picks are the easy part. That's simple. But yeah, it definitely got sent out, so it should be in your email inbox. Yeah. Jacob Anderson says, check to see if he opened it. Well, Matt usually would, but he's, you know, I'm taking over his total desk right now. It feels good too. This is a good setup. Nice setup. I like it. Rite Aid. So, ladies and gentlemen, on Rite Aid, I'm looking for the S curve, aka the salsa. Did you guys know that the S curve is, you know, because of salsa, right? S curve, salsa, buy the dip. It's really creative the way I think of things sometimes. Anyway, salsa looks good. Buy the pullback on Rite Aid. Trend looks nice. Jay says, does he have a treadmill? He does not have a treadmill, but he's got a really cool mat.
It's like 4 inches thick. Yeah.
It's a very springy mat because his name is Matt, so he has a nice mat, right? He's got a nice mat. But he doesn't need a treadmill because he runs like 15 miles a day on average for fun before the sun rises. So, yeah. Rite Aid, buy the dip, looks really good. Matt says 15 miles. That's right. The good old 15er. Okay, next on the list, we have Sono, Origato, Mr. Roboto, S-O-N-O. Here's the weekly chart. And the weekly chart, you have a really, really nice resistance. This is a beautiful resistance. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So phenomenal resistance. If it breaks out at some point, that's great. But I won't be taking the breakout of this particular trade, mostly because this thing is already up 150%. So I won't take the breakout of it. If I'm playing anything on this, I'm looking for it to do this, this, and that. So let it break out and then buy the pullback on Sono. But in general, I actually do kind of like this chart. And I can take a breakout, or at least I'm allowed to take a breakout. I can plan to take a breakout if we trade sideways a little bit longer. So Manny says, I run too. There must be some correlation between the stresses that come with running and trading. Oh, there's definitely a correlation, Manny, for sure. There really is. But I don't think it's necessarily just running. It's more or less just the discipline of doing the things that you don't want to do when you don't want to do it. Doing the things you have to do when you don't want to do it is really the point. Jason says, I believe SONS is a wireless sound system company.
Yes.
Yeah, that is correct. Speakers. Speakers. I bet you're right, Mr. Jason Smith. Speaking of betting that he's right, BETZ, really nice ETF. This is a fun ETF, actually, folks. If you like gaming, online, spam risk. Don't pick up that one. It's a spam call, Matt. So BETZ. You have a really nice one white soldier candle. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely keep your eyes on this one. Really, really stay focused on bets. This is a nice long-term ETF. So, oh, another spam risk. They want your money, Matt. Give me your money. One white soldier hammer candle. That's exactly correct. And it looks like a double bottom, actually. Looks like a double bottom forming, a little bit of a pullback. So this one looks really, really good. How do you guys think we should set this up? let's see, I'm thinking. Robert says, hang on, I'm about to call Matt. Oh, geez. So let's see, stop limit buy and then stop loss, something like this. Because we hit a target on First Solar, and so we have risk to use. We have risk that we can use. Let me bring the trading journal over onto this chart so you guys can kind of see it. And let me bring this over here. Give me 3 seconds. I don't know how to get his tab. He's doing something cool with his tabs. Alex is already in spam. Bets at 1509. So yeah, I like Gbtc longer term. I do like this trade. I can make it official. Oh, this is not on the. This is not the RLT. Well, that's okay. Bets swing trade. I like this swing trade, but I also like BETZ as a long-term ETF to watch, own, buy, trade, and have fun with. Okay, so long category, boom, 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 BETZ, real life trading. Now this one's only going to get published to the people, to Matt's account. I don't think he trades on the RLT account, which is totally fine. Yeah, but it'll still get published where it needs to get published. So I'm going to put that in this place right here. So weekly options newsletter number 202, Newsome. All right. So swing trade, let me move this over here. Give me 3 seconds. So JN 7/8/2020 BETZ bets, and that's entry is 1597 with a stop loss at 1549, and I'm gonna have to set up all these trades later tonight. I think it's a great trade based on a good gap and go, and it's open because it's not triggered yet. So, all right, where's Slack on Matt's device? Found it. Wow, guys, if you could only see the amount of tabs that my boy Matt has. New official swing trade. Now I know how he's so productive. He's got 437,000 tabs. It's all about the tabs. Bed Bath & Beyond is going to 0. Yep, that makes sense. All right, so bets, official swing trade, boom and boom. Boomtown 101. All right, next on the list that I talked about yesterday is LVGO. And LVGO, this one looks like it's going to continue higher. RJ says, I missed the First Solar weekly options newsletter. I did not check the email. But did you get it? Is it in the email, RJ? As long as it's in the email, that's what matters. RJ says yes. Hey, at least it worked. At least it worked. All right. Okay. Yeah. So LVNGO, guys, it looks like it's going to just slowly continue higher. Looks like it's just going to slowly continue higher. So looks be bullish, I guess. I mean, if we gap or break above this candle, I would just assume the trend's going to continue. Realistically, I would assume the trend's going to continue. Eric Hensley, message me that swing on Slack. Oh, I'll see you in like 10 minutes. You'd ask me that exact swing trade when you get here in like 10 minutes, and I'll help you set the trade up, or we'll look over it. I'm having a blast today. This is fun. Pat says, I missed yesterday's free swing trim. Do you have another? If you did not get the weekly options newsletter, email Matt at reallifetrading.com. And he will most likely be able to send you proof and evidence that you did get it and you're just not looking at the right place. But there's a chance that you might not. Some email inboxes hate us. Some email inboxes do not like trading stuff. But if you did not get it, email Matt. And someone also told me that today is Wednesday in the free swing trading room. So there's Thursday and there's also Friday. So we have more days coming to get information and to get swing trades and to get setups. If I see a really good setup on an option trade, I will let you all know. And yeah. Terry says, is this being recorded? It is. I hope. Yep, it is being recorded. Jay says, my inbox sends RL stuff to spam folder no matter what I do. Yeah, I know, it sucks. It's trading, man. Everyone's like, trading, stock market, must be spam. Pinterest. So I am in Pinterest shares. I've been in Pinterest shares for a long time. I also happen to know that my boy Matt DeLong is in Pinterest shares as well. And I did do a covered call on Pinterest at 34. Robert says, been in forever. But guess what, Falco? You're profitable now. You're profitable. It took a while, but hey, man. And by a while, folks, you know, as we complain about this, a while has been about a year. a full 12 months, you know, it's, sorry. RJ says, what is the time to get into Pinterest? Not now. You missed it if you're not already in. This is the hammer right here. Right, this is the hammer. That's the get in signal on Pinterest. Perfect hammer, June 29th. If you're gonna get in, that was it. Victor says, Jeremy, can we play your options newsletter set up with shares? Did I get this correct? Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, most of the shares trade actually work better than the options setup. If you do just the shares, Victor, on the option setups, the win-loss ratio is 64.3%. Yeah. The options are like 42.1, but First Solar is gone. Yeah, you missed that one. First Solar is gone, team. But yeah, Pinterest. I am in shares of Pinterest. I've already been in shares of Pinterest. If you're not in shares of Pinterest, RJ, and you want to get in, look to buy a pullback at 25. This covered call is over earnings. And if Pinterest gaps up, I'm kind of expecting it to maybe fade and then go higher. But yeah, if you want to pull back on Pinterest, I think you could buy a pullback to 24.35, 24.36, something like that. I am in shares of Pinterest. I do like Pinterest. I think this is a really, really cool social media play, and I think it's going to go higher over time. ExxonMobil looks like the broader market, which looks absolutely garbage. Now, we could bounce. This is a very interesting little doji. If you're looking at playing ExxonMobil bullish, wait for a close or break above the 100. Yeah. Wait for a break above there, guys. All right, TSEM, T.S. Eliot. Jay says oil is no good. No, it's not. It's really not. TSEM is in the middle of the moving averages, and it's sideways. Very, very sideways. So I would wait. Manny says, you said this is being recorded. Where can the video be watched? So Manny, we have emailed out every single recording. It's also in your email inbox. So that's where you will get it, is your email. I also post all of the free week to the YouTube channel. If you follow us on Real Life Trading, I also post it on YouTube. So all of these videos, right? These are all the videos from the free week thus far. So Tech Giant Tuesday, that was yesterday's afternoon room. This was the day trade. This was today's day trading room. So yeah. But I will do my absolute best to make sure that you all have everything that you need. TSEM, I would wait on this one, guys. It just looks sideways to me. I don't really see anything great. I'm going to go a little bit faster. I'm about to pick up the pace, start writing your notes quicker. Mark, take some M-A-R-K, Remark Holding. Looks like absolute garbage right now. Really, really, really strong gap down. If you're looking at playing it bullish, look for a breakout above there. I will take stock requests at the end of today's session. Next on the list is ETRN, Equitrans Midstream Corporation. So Equitrans. Looks like a good close. I like this candle. I like the gap. I like the daily chart. I like the weekly chart. What a cute inside candle. That's very, very pretty. Very pretty. We looked at this, I know, just yesterday. It is an energy play. I won't make this official because it's extremely, extremely aggressive, but I will be watching Equitrans over the next 2 or 3 days just to see if I could get a chance to play some kind of breakout. So ETRN, if you requested that, feel free to put that on your list. I'm gonna put that on my list for tomorrow morning as a day trade possibility and just kind of see what it might do. And also just watch it kind of in general. All right, Thursday morning, ETRN. Okay, next on the list is, where'd it go? Next on the list is Enphase. Again, I'm not taking any new requests in today's stock review. It will have to be later, ladies and gentlemen. So just bear with me. I will get all of your stocks tomorrow. So big bearish volume, big bearish candle, gorgeous breakout. My buddy Rich wants to take this trade. I love the breakout, Rich. Buy the pullback. Very nice breakout, really nice move. Everyone and their mom thought Enphase Energy was going to zero on that candle. We had a lot of traders sell puts and buy shares on that. Victor Gonzalez, I hope you played it bullish off of the 100 simple moving average. And yeah, Enphase Energy looks good. This is a really, really nice close. This looks beautiful. So for those of you who are looking at playing Enphase, again, phenomenal morning star, absolutely serendipitously splendid move on June 29th. I could analyze this chart for 45 hours and not get bored because it's so, so pretty. So if you're looking at playing Enphase Energy, I would say buy the pullback of the previous high of this candle and look at playing it long. So Enphase, Rich, you requested that one, looks nice. Walmart, Tracy Ball, this morning you asked me to look at Walmart and I mentioned it was going to gap up and fade down. Most blue chips do. So Walmart's an extremely, everyone knows what Walmart is. Huge, huge, huge volume yesterday. Walmart gapped up this morning and just faded. Most big blue chip gaps will fade, and this one is exactly what that did. So a fade is when it trades the opposite direction of the gaps. The stock gapped up and just got absolutely shredded at open. Realistically, this candle should hold. So this is a double bottom on Walmart, and it could pull back into this, double bottom, bounce around, and eventually go higher. Walmart's a fun stock to trade. Bottom line, long term, if you're playing Walmart, be bullish, not bearish. Here's Marathon Oil, MRO. Marathon looks like all the other energy plays out there. What's interesting, there is certainly a chance that energy plays could bounce, right? The candle today that it threw in does show some potential strength. So if energies, since today is Energy Wednesday, if tomorrow we get a bear close or we take out this bullish candle today, that's going to be exceptionally, exceptionally weak. If Marathon breaks above the 100 simple moving average and closes with a strong bull candle, we really haven't done that since this day right here. So if that happens on Marathon in the next 2 or 3 days or a week or so, it could get a short-term bullish pop. So yeah, if you requested an energy position and you're looking at it, the next 2 or 3 days can be really important for the moves on energy. Deere & Company has had earnings back in May. We're trading very sideways on the daily chart, and we're trading relatively sideways on the weekly. But Deere & Company had a really good pullback on COVID, but not nearly as big as a lot of companies. Perfect double bottom on a weekly chart, and we're beginning to retest. So here's what I'm thinking on the daily and weekly chart. If you're looking at playing Deere & Company, this looks like a pennant pattern, ladies and gentlemen. So if you requested this particular stock, I would be bullish if Deere & Company closed above here. Where's a good close? I'll just put previous. So if Deere & Company closes above 160.60, right, late in the day, if it closes above that price, that's where I personally would consider throwing in an order to go long on a longer term trade. Deere does not look like a short-term swing trade, like a bill-paying trade. It looks more like a long-term, kind of boring, blue chip, buy and hold type of position. just like Nextera Energy. Nextera Energy, this is a beautiful breakout. I have no Nextera at all, but it's a phenomenal, phenomenal move. And I would probably look to buy a pullback. It's a really good candle. It is a retest gap. It is a nice little move. And if I'm just looking at it in general, yeah, it looks good. It looks good. I mean, Nextera Energy has been a strong, strong bullish trend. Look at this thing. Look at this trend. Look at this. I mean, that is wealth right there, my friends. That is wealth creation. And I have no position in it. Never made a dollar off of Nextera Energy. But the trend looks good. So could Nextera Energy go higher? Well, it can and most likely will. All right, next on the list is Adobe. And Adobe, ladies and gentlemen, is doing what Adobe does. John says he has long-term options on Nextera. Nice, nice. So here's Adobe. Any guesses on the trend? Right? A lot of people staying at home, creating jobs, adding value, freelancing, doing big things for the community and for the world. Adobe is a great way to increase your value as a employee or employer. I mean, if you're doing Photoshop, anything with video, you guys all know what Adobe does. I mean, they have tons and tons of products. So if you have some shares of Adobe, congratulations. I obviously do not have it. I don't have any position on Adobe, but this thing is just absolutely murderous. I mean, the trend is so gorgeous. Don't be bearish on it. Buy the dip. Novavax, NVVX. I'm not entirely sure what this is going to do, but based on these candles, I would look for a small bullish move tomorrow. Here's the 30-minute chart, right? We faded all day today, and you have a little bit of a high like this. You have a support like this. I've seen this pattern a million times. Stock will come down, pop up a little bit higher, and then just kind of keep rotating and resting. Give NVVX a day or two to rest. It just had a huge move. And again, I'm not the greatest at math, but according to this math, it's up 400% in the last month and a half. So let it breathe a little bit. If you don't want to chase, I wouldn't. T&K. You know, I mean, we tried T&K not too long ago. And fundamentally, I don't see why this is going to go higher. This is the weekly chart, though. The technicals look good. Technicals look good. Fundamentally, I don't know why this is going to go up. But sometimes that doesn't matter. So if this still looks good between today and tomorrow, I'll try T&K again. We actually have made money nice on T&K recently, and should be okay. STP says, could you talk to us about buying shares on First Solar? It looks like you're buying options on the swing list for this one. So STP did, I think you might have came late to the afternoon room. So I'm just going to have to say watch the recording on that one. We talked about First Solar for like 20 minutes and earlier. So sorry if you missed it. But good thing is I recorded all of it for you, and check it out there. So yeah, T&K, it did have a reverse split not too long ago, back in November. And I'm actually going to come back to this one. It doesn't look that bad. So T&K on the list for tomorrow. Okay, next on the list of stocks that were requested yesterday, PDD. So Pinduoduo, I talked about getting in bullish here with a stop loss there. If you want to take this trade, I'm going to personally wait just because it's a little bit of a more expensive of a stock. I don't like swing trading super expensive stocks generally. And at least, yeah, generally I don't. I like the cheaper, quicker moves. But if you're looking at playing Nextera, it's a beautiful candle. It's another beautiful candle. It looks amazing. I mean, it's a nice setup. If you want to play something more aggressive, you could probably play something more aggressive on the hourly chart. If you want to go more aggressive on the hourly chart, you could probably do a limit buy down here at 90, which lets you pull your stop down a little bit lower. So if you want to do more aggressive, 90 and some change. If you want to do a little bit more conservative, a little bit more patient. One of these guys right there, right? Getting in as it breaks out. This one is a nice trend. It did have a lot of bears coming in, but we do have two nice hammers back to back on Pinduoduo. Next on the list is HIMX. HIMX Technologies. I'm just going to keep waiting on this one. The reason I keep coming back to it, beautiful gap, beautiful volume, beautiful candle above the moving averages. It has the ability to go higher. I'm going to put this on the list for Friday. All right, next on the list is, what do we got? Just give me 3 seconds. ATEX. What is ATEX doing? ATEX. You are right, it does have a hammer. It's not a super high probability hammer, but it is off the 100 simple on a weekly chart. What does this company do? Communications wireless technology. If you want to play this company, I'm not saying it's a bad play. I don't have any position in it personally. If you want to play it, I agree that the hammer is not bad. Here's how I would play it. I would most likely get in bullish at 43.22, and I'd have my stop at below the low of the day, which is also below the low of the weekly bounce off the 100 simple moving average. And you're gonna have to hold through some rotations because it's gonna look like this, kind of like best case scenario. So best case scenario, that's what ATX will do, in my opinion. Of course, it could do something better, but that's just what I'm thinking overall. All right, APLT was requested yesterday, Applied Therapeutics, and this one kind of similar to the one that we just looked at. Although it's a very, very nice high wave candle. That's a pretty gorgeous high wave candle. And let me go look at the 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. So we did look at this one yesterday. Stop loss could go there. Applied Therapeutics. I generally don't play therapeutics companies. Trend looks okay, but I mean, is this thing gonna like trigger us in and then gap down 49% because it came out with some type of cream that, you know, caused warts or something? I don't know. I don't even know what therapeutics does. Applied Therapeutics, no idea. All I can say on this one, if you requested it, I do like it. The chart looks nice. I just have no idea what the company is. In fact, last time you got a pretty similar pattern and it bounced. This absolutely could look like it bounced. If you requested it, play it. It looks good. I just don't have any idea what the company does. Therefore, I'm just going to personally wait. But that is an exact setup that I would take. Plug. So Plug Power. I got about, this is the most requested stock I think I've ever had in my entire life for the last 3 days. Everyone and their mom is talking about Plug Power, which is usually not the best sign in the world. But if we go higher, this is how I would play Plug. This is how I would play it. So bearish high wave candle, bearish candle, volume is coming in. I would like it to do one of these guys. Mike says, is trustpilotmail.com review from RLT? Just want to make sure before I leave a 5-star review. Mike, I don't know exactly. I would just say just read the email. It should be, but we use Trustpilot, but we're not the only company, you know? So I would say just read whatever that particular thing is that you're looking at. But yes, we do use Trustpilot just as a way to leave reviews. Yeah, so we have 124 reviews on Trustpilot, and I think we have like 4.999 stars. We had one guy who left us like a 2-star rating because he couldn't pass the quizzes on the beginner section. I'm like, dude, really? You're gonna give us a 2-star rating because you can't pass the quizzes? He's like, you made them too hard. I'm like, really, bro? Really? Just give us a 5-star rating and say, hey, I'm not smart. I'm not good at taking tests, you know? But hey, it's all good. It's just funny. It cracks me up. Whatever. It's all good. Doesn't matter. But anyway. Plug power. If you're playing it, this is the breakout that I would play. I do like this hammer. It does look good. Not gonna deny it. It really, really does. I would prefer for it to trade sideways a few more days before breaking out. So all I will say is if it does break out, I would be in and out of this trade quicker than be more patient. But it is a good breakout play. So we will see. Amy said some of the questions were very hard. Yeah, well, but you still passed and you still did awesome. You know, so I agree. Just because something's hard doesn't mean it's bad. So, all right, Caesars Entertainment. Oh man, look at this candle on Caesars. Wow. Peter says, are the tests free? Of course. All right, Caesars Entertainment. So whoever requested this one, this is how I would play CZR. Brandon says, that's why it's even more funny. I know. Who leaves a bad review for not being able to pass a free test? I just smile. I'm like, whatever, dude. I just smile. Like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I mean, sorry. Sorry, man. Yeah, this is how I'd play Caesars. It really looks quite nice. I like this a lot. Look to do a little bit of a limit buy, but 1196 entry, 1106 stop loss. And I have not planned this 18 hours in advance. This is the first time I'm looking at Caesars, so I'm gonna put it on the list for tomorrow. If it still looks good tomorrow, I'll trade it. But if you requested it, that's the setup, and I do dig that setup on Caesars. All right, Graham wants to look at Activision Blizzard. Activision, trend looks great. Trend looks great. This stock will make new all-time highs this year. Number one, it's Activision. Number two, it's video games. Number three, it's good video games. And number four, it's in a bullish trend. And number five, the Dow theory on this thing looks so delicious. Type in a 3 if you can just see the Dow theory on this thing. I mean, I should almost go back and reteach the intermediate series and just put this thing in here. Like, look at this gorgeous trend, nice distribution phase, public participation, accumulation, and then boom, we are now in a public participation phase. Trend is bullish. We're in public participation on Activision. Long is strong, my friends, if you're playing Activision. All right, I had a request yesterday for Bitcoin. Full disclosure, I do have positions in Bitcoin. I am bullish on Bitcoin long term, and I bought some more 2 days ago. So BTC USD is coiling. Coil McCoilton. I like this double bottom right here. I like the retest. I like the trends. I like it like that. Look at the weekly chart. It's coiling. Whoo, that pressure's building. Bitcoin only trades sideways for so long, and it's approaching the longest it's, you know, I would say this, those are the two longest times, maybe right here, and we're about there. We got like 3 more weeks left. So pressure is building, and my prediction on Bitcoin, I have 2. We either break out, retest, and continue higher, or we break down into this support, trap a lot of people, and then we go higher. Higher, though, is what's going to happen eventually. All right, VRTX. What time? I got 6 minutes. VRTX, Veritex Pharmaceuticals. Bullish by the dip, looks good. Edward says 15,000 by end of year for Bitcoin. Maybe. I think it's going to be more bullish next year. This year, anything could happen, but I think I'm more bullish next year than this year. DraftKings. Man, that could be a nice pullback on DraftKings. Tom says, do you ever trade Gbtc for Bitcoin? I don't personally. Not for any reason other than I like owning actual Bitcoin. DraftKings, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait on DraftKings. Let's keep giving that one some time. Longer term, absolutely. Dollar General, at Dollar General. Here's the weekly chart. Buy the dip, be bullish. Next on the list, ServiceNow. Look at the weekly chart. ServiceNow, don't be bearish. Daily chart looks stupendous. Look at this gap, look at this candle, look at this close, look at this trend, look at this hammer. Oh my goodness. A blind rhinoceros playing the piano with mayonnaise all over his hoofs played that hammer. I mean, look at this. Look at this. That's free. That's a have to. That is a must setup on ServiceNow. Trend is bullish. ZTO. ZTO looks good. Yep. ZTO Express. About to get that set up as well. All right, if that holds tomorrow, we're setting up ZTO. That's a gorgeous hammer. Joe Anderson says, I know where I'm going to be for Halloween this year. What are you going to be? You're going to be in ZTO? You're going to be a ZTO Express Cayman Islands? Joe says a Mayo Rhino. Do it. I dare you. Tracy says, I'm in ZTO. I played the hammer. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, we're going to keep an eye on that one for you. Tracy, trend looks nice. AYX, full disclosure, I have some positions on AYX, and I am bullish on it. You all heard me on Benzinga recently say that this is going to hit $200 before September. Be bullish on AYX. If you want to be in calls, if you want to be in shares, if you want to be in whatever you want to be in, just be long. Long and strong on AYX. Looks amazing. Baidu, one of the greatest gaps I've seen in my entire life on Monday. So we're setting up Baidu for sure to get in bullish. You can trade this with options or you can trade this with shares. You can trade this however you want, but it is absolutely ridiculous. So pretty all day long. I'm setting that trade up. Doesn't mean it's going to work, by the way, team, at all. Doesn't mean it's going to work, but that's going to get set up. Baidu swing trade. Okay, learn to type Newsom. I love this gap. I love this trend. Maloney says Dow theory is mentioned in the evening room. What is that? Does anyone have a video? Maloney, check out your intermediate videos on reallifetrading.com. So go to reallifetrading.com, Maloney, and watch these right here. Watch these guys. Yeah. All right, tags. What am I doing? Baidu. Real life trading. I'm gonna have to set these up tonight. All right, I got 2 minutes left. I might go a little bit long. I tried not to. I did my best, guys. New official swing trade. Edward says super helpful in my opinion. That class? Oh yeah. Classic. All right, Baidu, we got 131.45. Again, you can do this with options if you want. 125.99. Shares. I think it's a great trade based on a perfect gap and go. Open is not triggered yet. Okay, next on the list is Match.com, MTCH. Match.com, I like it. Just wait for a little bit more of a pullback. This is, by the way, folks, this is internet dating. Do you think internet dating is going to increase or decrease because of COVID? Ain't nobody got time for that COVID, right? You can't make out with people wearing masks, okay? Bars are closed and nobody's kissing with masks on. Therefore, internet dating. MTCH, buy low, sell high, own it if you want. If you're single and you want to mingle, this is a stock that you should own. And I don't have any position in Match at all, but bullish, I mean, looks great. Micron Technology. Micron technology, you gotta like this hammer candle. This is nice, right off of the 200. Keep an eye on Micron. It is fully retested this gap. And if we break above this, go. If we break below this, go short. I know a lot of traders have some put sales on Micron. I know a lot of traders have shares and they're doing covered calls on Micron. I love trading Micron. It's one of those unbreakable baskets. I'm a big fan. I like this company a lot. JP Morgan. JP Morgan trading sideways. As long as JP Morgan doesn't take out this support right here, we should slowly bounce. But if we close below that support on JP Morgan, she's going lower. We've already looked at First Solar, Chewy, CHWY, ooh, Rampage Jackson. Look at those on Chewy. Type in a 1 if you're a baby. You have a fur baby? Got some shares of Chewy. Even if you have 1 share, all right? Get some of that money back that you're spending on ordering all that stuff. And if you haven't ordered anything online on Chewy, shame on you. It's a great company, great customer service, great products, great prices, and they treat their customers well. So Chewy, belong. SERV, Master Global Holdings. I want to close above this resistance. It's been trading really sideways. Let's put that on the list on Friday, and I'll come back to Service Master Holdings on Friday. And last but not least, my dear friends, is QD. What? Oh my goodness. Wow. Yep, that's going on my list for tomorrow morning to see if that trend's going to continue. I want to buy the dip on this thing. Breakout. I should have looked at that yesterday. Oh my goodness. Okay, QD, definitely go on the list for tomorrow, and we will see if we get a chance to play that on a pullback. That looks quite delightful. Ladies and gentlemen, really quick, before I go, I do want to say thank you so much for your time. Thank you for enriching lives with me. I hope this is entertaining. Type in a 1 if you're at least having fun. If you're enjoying this, I would love you to be a part of it. This happens every single day. This energy happens every single day. Are you going to make money on every trade? No. Are you going to make money every single month? It's likely. Are you going to learn, have a phenomenal community, and be a part of people where you can grow, enrich lives, and become financially free and independent? Yes. So start signing up, ladies and gentlemen. Get in. We only have 2 days left. Tell me what you guys want to look at tomorrow. Throw in the chat pane. I got my fingers ready. All right. SWCH, Zscaler, INMD, Tesla, IDX, Coke, Twilio, DraftKings again, Shake Shack, SPCE, Juniper, LMNX, MGM, DKS, ACI, MGI, Delta, Facebook. Erica says, how do we find a replay of this? Check your inbox. VWO, OPES, Beyond Meat, INO, BPT, AAL, AYRO, Win, Amazon, TRMB, Pfizer, Shopify, and AMD. All right, team, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, and until then, remember, love life, and trade it. You guys rock. Bye.